Your great idea is probably wrong. Stop falling in love with your first idea. Most people start by building a solution they think people want. But design thinking flips the script. It's not about being artistic, it's about creating solutions to problems people actually care about. Over the next few videos, I'm going to show you the 5 steps of design thinking, and we're going to use those 5 steps to create solutions to problems people probably did not even know existed. Hit the follow button because in the next video, we're going to go undercover to investigate the empathy component of design thinking. Stop asking people what they want. They most likely don't know. Instead, watch what they do. This is phase one, empathy. Designers are like spies. We are always looking for workarounds. If someone uses a binder clip to organize their cables, the solution will not be to provide better binders. It's to look for a way to organize their cables more efficient. Empathy means putting your ego aside and investigating how the users feel. You are not the user after all. They are. Your homework today is to observe someone's struggle. Tell me what part of the struggle piques your interest. Leave a comment in the comment section. You're not failing, you're just solving the wrong problem. Let's fix that. Phase two is define. We take our observations and turn them into a how might we question. So, for example, instead of saying we need a faster elevator, we can simply ask how might we make the waiting period inside the elevator more interesting. A lot of companies in their elevators they put in mirrors. And this makes the trip from the ground floor to the top floor a bit more interesting because you'll have time to fix up your clothes, take a few selfies, and that is design thinking in action. Turn your current project into a how might we project. Don't just listen to what your gut says. Observe the end user and ask yourself, how might we make the user's journey more enjoyable? Your first 10 ideas are usually your most boring ideas. Face it, that's just a fact. Here is how to find the gold from all the rubble. In Ideate, the goal is quantity, not quality. You want to spit out as many ideas as possible instead of going for the best one. No idea is too stupid to be explored. No judging, no more saying, no, that's too expensive, that's going to cost a lot. Just go with it. As many ideas as possible. Just spit them out. Think about the worst possible idea you have. Often, the inverse of that idea is a genius brilliance. Set a timer for 2 minutes. Write down as many ideas that come into your mind as possible within that. Don't think about the limitations. Just the crazier the better. Just we're going for quantity, remember, not quality. Stop talking about your idea and start building. You don't need a developer just yet. Right now, you are still in the prototyping phase. In design thinking, we build to think. We don't think to build. A prototype is just a low fidelity version of your final product. It can be made of paper, it could be a bunch of sketches. Whatever the case, we want low cost versions of the final product. This way, you are free to go wild and there are no limitations to how many prototypes you can come up with. You can use Legos, bricks, clay, sand, markers, whatever the cheapest materials are available to you. You can use them for prototype. The goal here isn't to be right. The goal here is to find out where you're wrong. If you were to spend 10 million naira developing a prototype, you'd be too scared to discard it. But if you were to spend 100 naira to build a prototype, you won't have any emotional attachment or financial attachment to it. Therefore, you'll be free to explore more prototypes. What is the cheapest way you can show your idea today? Tell me in the comments below. This is where the perfect plan meets the real world. Phase 5 is testing. The number one mistake, explaining your prototype. If you have to explain your prototype, then it's probably wrong. Give your prototype to the user and let them explore it. Notice where their pain points are. Where do they struggle with the prototype? And then take note of that for corrections. Find out where they click, where they frown, where they hesitate, where they are eager to click, where they understand the product intuitively. We don't test to prove we are geniuses. We test to find friction. Negative feedback is the most valuable feedback you can get. Tag a friend who needs to hear that failing is a part of the process. Design thinking isn't a straight line. It's a messy, beautiful loop that crisscrosses and joins together at other places. Most textbooks show you 5 steps in a row, but the reality, you can jump from phase 1 to phase 5, back to phase 3. It's just too random. Those are just the building blocks. They don't have to be a linear workflow. You might go to testing and realize that you didn't get the ideation part correctly, so you might have to go back again. Or maybe when defining your problem, you didn't get it right. So after prototyping, you might have to go back and redefine the problem. So it's not a failure when you have to go back a few steps. It's all a part of the design thinking process. Which stage are you stuck on right now? Drop the comments so that we can explore it together. How did a pirate ship end up saving a hospital millions of dollars? If you're familiar with an MRI machine, you know it's loud, it can be quite clunky, and this scares children. To ensure the children sit through the MRI sessions, sometimes the doctors have to sedate them. Someone came up with a brilliant idea to make the MRI experience more fun for children. They dressed up the entire hospital wing like a pirate ship, and they made the process of sitting through the MRI one of the missions. Surprisingly, they reduced the number of children who needed to be sedated for the MRI sessions from 80% to almost zero. How? They removed the friction, which was making the process more fun for the children. They realized they did not need to change the technology, they only needed to change the experience. And this had a drastic impact on the users, which in this case are the children. Is your problem a technical one or a human one? Let's hear it in the comments. The biggest enemy of innovation is your own expertise. Experts are trained to find the right answer based on what has worked in the past. But design thinking requires a beginner's mind. You need to go in as a naive person. Don't go in as an expert. It's the ability to look at a 10-year-old question and ask the questions that other people feel are too dumb to be asked. When you think you know the answer, you stop looking for the truth. In your next meeting, don't try to be the smartest in the room. Be the person who keeps asking why. Ask why to a question at least 3 times. That will give you deeper insight into whatever the other people are saying. Often, asking why reveals the real problem. Sometimes we try to solve a problem that isn't the real problem, but just a symptom of the bigger problem. Try it today. Ask why 3 times. When they give you an answer, ask why. When they give you another answer, ask why again. Ask at least 3 times. Let's see how that goes in the comment section. We've covered the 5 stages of design thinking. We've seen the pirate ship. Now it's your turn. Design thinking isn't a theory, it's a muscle. You've learned to empathize, ideate, design, prototype, and test. But you only get better by doing it. Here is your 24-hour challenge. Pick one thing that's annoying you today. It could be an immediate problem within your surroundings. It could be something in your office. Pick one and run it through the 5 steps. Observe the frustration. Define the goal and sketch a solution. Comment done when you finish running your first design cycle. And if you missed any part of the series, go back and watch the previous videos. Let's build something together.